Recording in progress.
Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to my studio at the school. I will tell you why we are here in a second. I just want to remind you that we have our Halloween convocation next Friday, the 24th. It is our biggest convocation of the year. Everybody gets dressed up in their costumes and they perform. And this year we're going to be adding a costume parade. So we're going to walk outside in our costumes and then go back in at the end. And please, if you are interested, and your children are interested in lessons, this is the time you can come participate. Even if they don't perform, come observe and come wear your costume. It's the best convocation of all year. So you should come to that. Also, we have recitals coming up in December. So again, if you are interested in lessons and you want to play, this is the time. We're going to be closing registration in November for January, but we will not be taking any more this part of the semester starting in November. So come to that. We also have a retirement home tour coming up soon in December, and so it's a way to give back. And so students who are working on stuff for recitals like get to play for these retirement homes, and then also spreading some holiday cheer. What else do we have? Oh yes, we still have our Pilates class. I'm just enjoying it so much. Remember that Pilates really helps with flexibility and strength. And if you're a singer or if you're a musician, it helps with your posture and confidence, and just like, it's such a great supplement for any other working out, for any other movement that you do. It protects you, it protects your body, it protects your spine and your core and all of that. So come join us. It's on Sundays from 2 to 3. You don't have to sign up for it. You can just come, bring $10, and it's just a good group of women, and men are invited as well. Come join us. Come join us for this. Also, we have our adult chorus that's on Thursday evenings. We have a Meisner acting class. We have a support group. And then we also have our lessons. We do lessons in voice, and piano, violin, viola, cello, guitar, ukulele, bass guitar. Come take some lessons with some degreed experts. We would love to have you. If you are interested, hello@raleigh-school-of-music.com, and I'll give you all the information. We do have a promotion going on for the remaining part of October. So if you get in and you're a new student, ask me about that. So today, why we are here is that I wanted to take you through a voice warm-up. So if you were a singer or an aspiring singer, you might like classical music, but this also goes for other styles as well. You can utilize this warm-up at home, and I'll give you a little bit of tips along the way. When I'm doing the warm-up with you can pause it wherever you want to and then add some stuff. So the way that I teach, the technique that I teach, it is 15 minutes of warm-up, 4 times a day if you want to be a professional. So an hour a day just for warming up. It's actually not so bad. It's not something that's completely out of the question. For me, it's hard to split that up, and so I do it all in 1 hour, but 15 minutes, you'll get more of a workout for your voice if you're doing it spread out throughout the day, and then using maybe more time to work on music and stuff like that. So this is just warming up the voice. So there are 3 increments to this, right? So the first part of the warm-up is just focused on breath. I'm not going to go into my spiel about breath. Every teacher has a different idea about breath. I will say for me, my breathing technique is very much like yoga breathing, not even Pilates breathing. Pilates breathing is good, but yoga breathing is a low breath. So more of the lower part of the lung is filled up. And so when you're thinking about breathing in through your mouth, an easy breath and filling up your belly. So that's really the start of it, the breath. But then we're going to add in a hiss. So in case original sound, it cuts out the sound, it's going to be a hiss like a snake would make. So when you're practicing this, as much as you can, especially the first time you practice that day, to do it. Do not do what I'm doing and practice standing up. You will find more energy that way and less in the way of the breath. So standing up as much as you can. I'm going to utilize the piano in a second, so that's why I'm sitting right now. Even when you get to that part where you need to use the piano, stand. So you'll breathe in through your belly, or low into your belly, and then you're going to let it out on this. And when you do that, really focused on length of time, and it's going to be different depending on what day you do this, how stressed out you are, how tired you are. I mean, there's all these things. As long as the trajectory overall is going up, then I'm a happy camper. Time yourself, see how long you can get. Also focused on, is it bumpy or is the sound smooth? So really seeing if you can get a smooth sound. So what that means is you have to really go for it. You can't hold back, because the holding back is going to make it bumpy and not make the air consistent. So really spending a good 5 minutes on this, trying it different ways. Maybe you want to try it laying down. Maybe you want to try it sitting down. Maybe you want to try it on different planes. So putting one foot on a step, getting your body guessing. There are other little tricks that we can utilize to find more of your breath so that you're out of your way a little bit more, but I'm not going to do them here. If you're interested, reach out to me and we will work. But yes, working on hiss is so important, because it's just taking everything else out of singing and just focused on the breath. So first 5 minutes is hissing. Second 5 minutes is humming. So, or if you like lip trills, you can do lip trills, but humming is what I do and what I recommend. Humming, you're still utilizing, it's totally a breath exercise. You're adding some sound now, but it's through your nose, right? It's through your nose. So there are two ways that you can do humming. Either you can hum through a closed mouth, but if you hum through a closed mouth, you might want to chew a little bit, because it's very easy for our jaw to get stuck. Or you could be like me, and I'm going to show you this. I'm going to hum through an open mouth. And when you hum through an open mouth, it's really good to relax the sides of your lips, and you even might want to do a little bit of a pucker, right? So this actually helps with classical singing as well. That position, it relaxes the sides of the sides of your lips are not pulling, and there are nerve endings that go, if it's tight this way, it's going to tighten your larynx. So also it helps lift the soft palate. So as a classical or musical theater singer, you're going to want to lift that soft palate sometimes. And again, if you're a popular singer, jazz singer, anything like, you're going to want to learn this stuff too, but you don't have to worry as much about having that high soft palate. And a soft palate is behind a hard palate, is above the uvula, and it can move high. So utilizing this a little bit. So if you're a guy, you're going to start your hum an octave lower than I am. So we're just going to do an easy 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. So did you see that I was moving my finger a little bit? I'm trying to get my air going. So for you, that might mean that you're doing this faster than I'm doing it. That might mean that you're moving around as you do this, moving your body. So really getting the air moving. You should be completely out of air by the time you're done with that. So really using your carbon dioxide, really blowing. Really very legato though. You're not repeating the sound. You're not making it staccato. It is one line of air, right? So it's really connected, thinking about in between the notes. And you can stop it right there, and you can add your own. You can, if you're been singing for a while, you might want to go higher than that. Go as high as you can. If you want to go lower than that, you can go lower than that. It's really important that you kind of keep your voice guessing. So you might actually even do a different pattern. You might do an arpeggio. You might do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I mean, you can switch it up as you do this, as you get into this, right? Really, it works the breath. We are preparing ourselves to actually be singing. So, yeah, keep working on that. Keep working on that. All right. So then that last 5 minutes is humming to singing and singing. So we are going to do exactly what we did before. We're going to do the 1, 3, 5, 3, 1 on hum. And then when we go back down, we go back up on, I'm going to say, let's say do. So D-O, do. And it's a darker vowel. And it's because a few reasons that I'm doing this. But one of the things is that I'm helping you open the pharyngeal space a little bit. So it's going to feel a little bit farther back, and that's okay. We'll talk about that in a second. But before we do that, I want you to say, ha, ha, ha. So like H-U-H, ha, ha. So it's going to feel really kind of dark a little bit. But what I'm doing is helping you keep your larynx lower. So, and there are different schools of thought on this, and I'm just humor me. So we're gonna go do, do, So you can do that, and then you can do it in all the vowels. So maybe going to a D, and then a do, and da, and de, get all of those. And I'm using a D, but you can use a k sound. You don't have to do a consonant in front of it at all. You could do ooh, ya. Basically, when I'm adding the D, is I'm creating chiaroscuro, which is Italian for light and dark. We want the light and the dark. We want the light and the dark frequencies. So that D moves the breath forward, right? So it gets us kind of stuck out of our throat and getting tense in our tongue and tongue pulled back and all that. We want to have the light and the dark, all the frequencies. And so utilizing a consonant, that, especially an explosive consonant, is very, very helpful for the breath. And then again, pause it, and then you can add your own. You can do arpeggios. You can do octave leaps between the vowels to make sure that you're not getting tight or tense in your jaw or your tongue, and letting everything kind of be relaxed a little bit. Oh, doing that with all relaxed jaw. So it's open throat, almost feels hollow a little bit, and the energy is coming from your breath. And we know our lungs are in our lungs, but thinking about utilizing the belly to really bring out the air. You should be completely done with your air when you're doing these exercises. And eventually you get to a place where you don't have to do that, but using more air is better than not using any at all. And I see so many singers taking this really good breath and then hold their breath when they sing. This really moves it. Good luck to you. Maybe I'll come back on and do some more of this and talk a little bit more. And again, if you have any questions or want to work with me or want to work with our voice teachers, reach out at hello@raleigh-schoolmusic.com. Yeah, we'd love to work with you. Good luck. Bye.